All right, so we're there with Richie Campbell with a follow-up interview for find out more about them bad Portuguese artists here. Richie, the artist them bad.
Respect.
You know what I mean? So figure say yo for us go through the artist them we feature one by one. So
cool.
figure say we start with Deejay Telio.
Yeah.
Scene.
All right, so first of all, I'm glad you enjoyed the artist them. I feel like since the last time we spoke in 2015, the whole scene in Portugal like shifted big time.
Yeah.
So right now we have all these great artists, and I was fortunate enough to like put together like the best right now in Portugal. And Deejay Telio is definitely like one of the hypest artists in Portugal right now. He's a Portuguese youth of Angolan descent. He come from like the south side of Lisbon, from a place called Val da Moreira, like this ghetto community, like huge.
Straight.
And the man just come with a different style, like him produce his own beats. The type of music we do is called batida, which is basically African rhythms. And if you pre the tune, like basically him have a formula which is like catchy hooks, and then when the beat drop, it's just like mad beats. So if you can check it out on Spotify, I feel like it's a type of music that will speak to people who even don't understand what he might be saying, you know?
Scene, and one thing I understand, yeah man, the production mad, the sound mad, and is a young general in the streets, and born like 1996 or something like that.
23-year-old, I think.
Yeah. So I'm out there doing him thing.
Him bust like when he was 17, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Him first big hit out there was like Kessa Foda or something like that. That's a bad word still. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but yes, Kessa Foda, yeah.
Okay.
And it was basically like the concept of the song was basically his family always telling him to get a job or go to school or whatever. Yeah. And he was just saying like, fuck it, all I want to do is party. And that was the concept of the song. So it really shot from there. Okay. And that kind of resumes his whole persona, you know. That's the type of music that he makes. It's like party music and with just great instrumentals.
Straight. So you mentioned I think it's the batida music.
Yeah.
And then how you compare that to ballet funk? Because he did some ballet funk tracks as well, right?
I mean, he'll do a little bit of everything, and it's similar in a way where it's all about like crazy beats, you know? You have a catchy hook, and then when the beat drop, it's hard. So sometimes he will do stuff like that, and he will kind of use every type of African influenced beat and just make a hit out of it. So yeah, he did a tune called Esfrega, which was like, I think it had like 30 million views on YouTube, one of his biggest hits, Yeah
man, the views them crazy, people check it out, Deejay Telio. So what song of his is your favorite song?
What I say, except for like, because it was the first one, it was like crazy.
Okay.
Esfrega is one of the biggest tunes, but they have a new tune right now. I'm afraid to say the name because it's a bad word again, but it's called RATA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say it, but me can't say it. But it's a bad tune, and you have to go pre it, man, for real.
Now, I'm listening to already still.
Oh,
yeah, I never know say it's a bad word, but
yeah. It's a bad word, for real. Yeah.
So how you and Telio link up?
Through my guitar player.
Okay.
He plays with Telio as well. So yeah, that's where the link come from. But I mean, Portugal's smaller, Lisbon even smaller, so we kind of, everybody meet everybody on the road or something. And I mean, if you like somebody else's music, eventually it'll go work out, you know? It's a good youth, man, for real.
All right, so moving right along to the next big artist. Make sure I pronounce it right. Julinho. Julinho KSD.
Yeah, that is the newest artist popping out of Portugal right now. Him closed it like 2019 was definitely like his, and him just bust in July, like his first tune that was really popular, and is again Portuguese youth with Cape Verdean descent.
Okay.
And he sings in essentially what is patois.
Which is them they call Creole, right?
Yeah, Creole, yeah.
All right. So hold on there. Stop right there, sir. I'm interested in Cape Verde myself.
Yeah.
And you've been to both Jamaica and Cape Verde and Portugal, so you know the whole link. What's the connection there and what's the similarities there?
Very similar. I feel like islands have a lot in common, you know. So Cape Verde is a very small, like, is actually an archipelago, so it's more than one island.
Yeah.
But it's a very small place, like a very poor country, but with a rich culture. Like musically, them have like a bigger culture than Portugal even, you see me? So them know music, man, and we have a lot of Cape Verdeans here, and it's just weird to see a youth singing in Creole and blowing up in Portugal like that, you know.
So do Portuguese people understand Creole?
I would say like as much as English people understand Patois.
Okay.
You get me? So to an extent, some words and some expressions are part of pop culture at this point.
Mad.
But I feel like he's making people want to know more, you know? Yeah.
So which one of his songs would you say is his first break?
One song called Sentimento Safari.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's safari feeling basically.
Mad.
You know the drink? You know the drink Safari?
No.
Yeah, but it's like a sweet drink, yeah.
Okay.
So
Safari feeling. Yeah. Speaking of Safari, Cape Verde kind of have a deserty kind of vibe.
Don't?
Yeah, Cape Verde is not very, you know, say Verde mean green, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not very green. You have like 2 islands where we're green, but mostly it's not very green, no.
Okay. Like what's the population size of Cape Verde, you know, off the top?
I'm not gonna risk this pan camera, I don't really know, but is one of those countries. I feel like Jamaica is the same thing. Like you have more Jamaicans living abroad than in Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Cape Verde is the same thing.
Straight.
Cool. All right, so Mad, moving on to the big boss in the streets right now, Plutonio, right? See me him roll out yesterday in a Jamaica jersey, fully repping. Let me just start right there. So he's been to Jamaica with you?
Yeah, this past November, I had to take him there. Yeah, Plutonio, that's like my brethren, like, he's part of my label.
Yeah.
We've been working together for like maybe 5 years now, and it's just a joy to see him right now reach his full potential now. Him just like blow up big last year too. Lock down the place too, like, you can debate if Julinho or him like locked down the place last year. It don't really matter, both of them going great, which is the most important thing. They have a sold out 5,000 people venue next week, and yeah, the man like he likes Jamaica and Jamaican culture as much as I do, and I was like I had to bring him over, and he enjoyed it very, very much. Yeah.
Mad. So people check out the song featuring Richie Campbell and Plutonio called Eyes Open. In that video, they noticed the dog have a broken leg.
Oh yeah.
In the video.
Yeah. We can't talk about that.
Well, go on.
You have to go ask him what go on one day, you know.
Alright, I have to go learn Portuguese, you know what I mean? Speaking of which, Plutonio have a mad video. People is one of the maddest videos I've ever seen in Africa. It named Africa Minha. I always try to pronounce the Portuguese words them. You happen to know where that was filmed?
That was shot in Angola.
Angola.
Plutonio is actually from Mozambique.
Okay.
Well, he's from Portugal, but his parents are from Mozambique. But yeah, at that time, you know, Plutonio is a madman. Every song we make him want to shoot a video for.
Straight.
Even when he doesn't have a song to shoot, if he goes to a strange place, he's going to shoot stuff eventually for putting a video. And that's exactly what happened with Africa Minha, which was like, he knew he wanted to write a song about Africa, so he went to Angola because he blew up in Angola before he blew up in Portugal.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting, yeah. And he went there a couple times, so he just started shooting stuff, and then the second time he went there, he had the song, so he ended up shooting that in 2 separate trips to Angola, and it's a very nice video, and it's a very important song for him too. Okay.
I get it. So that's a full 100 on that.
Yeah.
So on a future note, because the future we are dealing with right now, we're talking about the young star, right? We're talking about Nenny right now, right? Because it's a brighter future everybody dealing with, right? So for people out there that might want some context, Nenny coming like basically the Portuguese coffee.
Yeah, so
right? That's basically what's going on.
This is the artist that we've been talking about the most.
For sure.
During the past week, right?
Yes.
Nenny, that's like everybody little sister, like as we were talking about, like the same thing with coffee. She just took the country by storm. She's 17. She's associated to this other collective called Wet Bed Gang. If you want to check it out on YouTube, it's one of the biggest groups in Portugal right now.
Mad.
And yeah, she has this old like hip hop R&B, but she also has this kind of dancehall vibe to her too. She loves reggae music. She loves Jamaica. Everything. We've been talking about it like hella times. Like she has to go to Jamaica one day. And yeah, I feel like to me she's definitely one of the artists to watch out for in Portugal, and I really want to see her do good and hopefully reach as far as your coffee.
Okay. Well, I think the music sound good. I could see it being possible. Yeah. Well, along that line, some questions. The first thing is that, you know, Coffee was kind of discovered through her dedication to Bolt. She did like an acoustic set, and a lot of people saw that. Mm-hmm. How was Nenny discovered from? Yeah, you know, she was from a high school girl to a superstar. Because she did the same thing. Like she put out some covers on Instagram. And I think one of the covers that she did was a Wet Bed Gang song. Okay. So you see, my brethren that was here, G-Son, which is a member of Wet Bed Gang, he started working with her. Okay. Yeah. I think I can't say 100%, but I think that's a story that they told me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. For sure. So, first of all, people when them hear it, everybody gonna be asking they want a collaboration between Coffee and Nenny. Yeah. So we're just like gonna lay that out right here. Put that out there, you know. Yeah, we want to put that out there in the universe. Yeah, that has to happen. Must happen. For sure. And what's her favorite song of yours? What song of hers do you like the most? I'd say it's a one called Busula, which is probably like our third single, because it was the first time like I heard her come with like a dancehall vibe. And to me, obviously, like whenever she comes with some dancehall vibes, to me it just speaks to me, and I'm like, yeah, do that, cause that's what I want to hear, you know. And I mean, she told like she's a big fan of mine too. Yeah. And I can see that, like, when in the par and relating, have a good vibe. And she did a cover of me too, like, way back when I saw it, but I never called her, you know, like, I missed that opportunity. But yeah, so we have that thing where, like, we listen to the same type of stuff too. Yeah. Like, a lot of dance, a lot of, like, Afro beats, Burna Boy and them thing there. So we have that connection there. So I'm going to definitely, like, collab with her soon on that type of vibe too, you know. Straight. So, you know if she has any plans of maybe doing a song in English? Because that could do a lot for her, I mean, especially at the age. She likes to speak in English. If you notice, the song that she did for you guys had a chorus in English. Yeah, for sure. Right? So I know that's something that she's thinking about. Yeah. I don't know where, like, her English is at right now, but yeah, I think that would definitely help. Okay. So she confided in you in terms of when because I mean, I'm sure she getting big stage shows and stuff. How is she managing, like, the stage fright or, like, all the attention? To tell you the truth, like, I haven't seen much, but from what I've seen here today, like, Bear Big Man in the studio, and her little 17-year-old self just came in and just killed it, like, confident as all of us. So, I mean, I'm not concerned about her confidence and her ability to, like, take on these big stages. No, for sure. I mean, another aspect of that you can hear it in her music. For real. Like, it's interesting. I mean, she's 17 and the music sound like... Singing big people music. Big people think like she could have sold some of them songs to Shade or, you know? Yeah, man. So, all right. So pretty much, I think we've been through most of the acts. So Bridgetown, the movement, just give away a closing on, you know, what the plans are in terms of some of these artists, what you'd like to see happen over maybe the next year or so. First of all, I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to come here and shining a light on Portuguese artists, and actually being here today and seeing all of the performances one after the other. Just to me, it just feels great to see where Portuguese music is at right now. Because when I started, it was like there was no competition, not in a good way. Yeah. So I really want to see all of this advance. I feel like the scene is so dynamic right now that we're gonna be seeing like specific like genres that are specific to Portugal coming up. Because all of these artists have very different influences, but in a way they're all very unique. So, I mean, that's really and truly, that's what I want for Bridgetown and for the rest of the scene. You know, Bridgetown is just one part of the whole scene. We represent a few artists. We're going to do our part and try and do the best with all these artists. But really and truly, what we want to see is Portugal being up there with Jamaica, with the States, with Nigeria, with England, with Paris, France, you see me? So that's really what we want to do, because I feel like we have the talent.
The language barrier is a little hard, but I mean, I can speak French too and I listen to French music, so hopefully one day we can see Portugal run the place like how you guys do, you know?
Well, you know, we are trying maintain and keep up, but it's a worldwide love. It's one love, Bob Marley say. And on that note, Richie Campbell, yo, respect for having us again.
Respect.
And respect for the interview.
Respect, man.
Bring the artist through.
Jussbuss.
Sound good, everything shot. Manners and respect again, Maji.
Love, respect Jussbuss. Big up, yeah?